options. But Flowers, you're talking about the bottom lane. The Vayne Lulu double range matchup down there to try and get some money out of the sitting back here, just trying to get those klepto procs off like you talked about, make use of the spell thieves. And the constant Targon charges as well. Sven goes in for a trade against the wall.
Be able to find a stun on the Sneaky there, who flashes away, looking to keep himself alive, but no, sir! It's first blood over to Sven.
Sven and Smoothie, but here we go!
Into the mid lane, Bjergsen now gonna be in some trouble himself. Sleep coming down, more damage going through. Niski's able to find himself a kill, but here comes the counterattack. It's Arcadian making it 1-for-1. Gragas level 5, definite advantage there. Arcadian already gonna use the smite. Onto the Gromp, Svenskeren coming in now, looking to maybe find some damage here onto this guy. There comes your onslaught of shadows. And Arcadian is way too far in enemy territory.
You said they needed a big horse.
Oh,
they get one.
Broken Blade will break Licorice in the 1v1.
So Svenskeren is going to have to do some of that heavy lifting.
And speaking of the Sona and Tarek on the bot side, never mind, mid lane's got some action.
2v2 is going to be breaking out as Svenskeren can get here in time. Having to pick his target now, goes for Bjergsen. He's able to find the damage, and one more spin of the scythe should do it. He comes into the stasis, and Svenskeren will cut him down.
Taking down his old mid laner there, Svenskeren. Now Smoothie!
Oh, rotation! Smoothie has to flash over the wall to keep him
Go a very long way in trying to help right this top lane. Already, Broken Blade's getting out of control on this Akali. He got the solo kill on
members, but 100 gold's not exactly something you're going to write home about. Svenskeren nearly one-shots the enemy support. Smoothie going to be in some trouble after that one. Onslaught of Shadows coming in, looking to find him, take him down.
Arcadian too.
Svenskeren is on a killing spree, and Arcadian will be slammed into the ground.
Licorice is going to come down with... yes, we know.
All too familiar with that life. The first turret will actually fall there in the bubble
throughout the mid lane over all of these walls. See if they actually get punished here, though. Niski going in. Broken Blade is on a ward.
Here's Licorice.
Nice damage coming out from Niski onto Bjergsen. Going to force the flash over the wall as Licorice comes to collapse.
Oh.
Sneaky getting channeled. Broken Blade could be in some trouble here. Sneaky coming in. Svenskeren going to be taken very low. Taken down. Shut down. Credit over to Broken Blade. And Niski's going to kill onto Arcadian in response. 2 dead on the side of Cloud9 as Licorice will fall to Broken Blade.
Again, get the dragon, get the objective, and this is the second elemental Drake for C9. The red jungle here, but he might get collapsed on. Licorice is closing in.
And Tarek is here this time if they want a hard engage. Licorice is coming in from behind.
Licorice manages to throw Smoothie out of the fight, but he'll make his way back in. Going to be stolen away by Sneaky to start off the fight. Arcadian now in some trouble. Going to be taken down by the Sona here as well. Cloud9 coming up.
As well as the additional sieging potential. They can try to press for a second turret here if they want to.
Going deeper and deeper into that enemy territory. Broken Blade now going to find himself into the fear from Onslaught of Shadows.
Stay safe in these team fights, and we'll see if he's going to be able to do it because a Warrior Triforce stun this early on in Jungle Hecarim is terrifying.
Fight could be starting off here. Broken Blade into the smoke.
Inside.
Down to half HP, but here comes your initiation. Arcadian looking to start things off. Going to be Ryle Growth knocked away, though. Licorice will accidentally save the enemy jungler, but he's able to take down Smoothie at the same time. Damage comes through for Cloud9, and this team fight is fierce.
Again, C9 grouped up as 5. Big advantage here, and TSM went for the engagement. Arcadian barely escapes with his life, but Smoothie not so lucky, and C9 will take the turret. They will take the Infernal Drake, and they are taking control of the mid game.
And look how fast they heal up. They got Ocean and 2 healers there, straight back to full. If you win that poke battle, it's not going to be close. You have to win a quick fight against this style of composition, or they just heal straight back to full and you are doomed.
And this is probably their most powerful point here.
He's still so far behind this game. No stopwatch, and when you look at the inventory, he's not even building towards the hourglass, so things like this happen.
Yeah, let's take another look at this. Arcadian is on a control ward. He sees the squishies grouped up together, goes right at Bjergsen with the flash initiation, but there's no damage ready to follow up for him. So as soon as he initiates, he has to try and get out of there. Then, luckily for him, he does barely survive the Licorice ultimate. There's nothing left for the TSM squad to finish off that team fight, and they get run away.
They get run over, and let's be honest, that was not a perfectly executed team fight from the side of C9. You know, you reject out Arcadian saving him, and Sneaky did not actually land the Sona ult, and they still won it. Now they're forcing so heavily on these hits. They're saying, come 5v5 us.
They don't even need the Baron. Sneaky may be in some trouble, though. He's going to be isolated from the rest of the team now, looking to regroup. Zazel trying to protect him, keep everybody safe there with the Tarek. Finn has broken Blade, goes in the faces to keep himself alive. Gets himself away from the follow-up stun now as well. But with your top laner hurt, TSM is now on the back foot more than ever. And Cloud9 will take the in-hit.
Yep, they push him back, and like I said, if TSM can't win a decisive, quick fight.
With Hecarim, with Sona's speed up to chase you down, that's very dangerous. Baron here.
Arcadian loses 80% of his HP in a single shot. There's no way for him to go into the pit and try to contest. Baron's going to be taken down. Cloud9, having already secured the objective, will now look for the fight. They'll find Bjergsen, they'll find Smoothie, they'll find Sven, and Cloud9 will look to find the win right here. Vayne is down, and Cloud9 is on the victory march.
That should be it, Flowers. Cloud9 have the Baron and a super. They are going to march it down mid and close out game number 1 in just over 26 minutes.
It was back and forth for quite a while in the early game, but TSM fell apart after Cloud9 was able to make their team play, sing the song they wanted. They're on to the Nexus itself. They'll go into the ultimate just to look cool while they do it, and they'll take down the Nexus and win game 1.
With the W max, Corki will be the answer. I think this makes a lot of sense. Nothing really for Morgana to block as far as CCs or mitigate there, and it is a consistent...
Blade is already here. He's roamed down through mid lane. He can join the fight rather easily. He might be a second or two late, but his opponent cannot join.
Niski! He's sitting back, regenning health, regenning mana, being able to clear out these waves over and over and over.
Bottom side, Svenskeren now coming in trying to make the play. Smoothie going to be hopping to safety, getting himself back to bed, but here comes your execution! And Svenskeren will...
Sacrificing your AP damage. Meanwhile, Bjergsen in the mid lane is going very close to Niski here.
Bjergsen might be in some trouble, trying to get himself away from the ult. He does manage to get back in time. Zazel's made his way in the fight now, trying to get himself to safety as the counter stage comes out. Broken Blade coming around from the corner, looking to maybe make something happen there. Won't be able to find the angle. Niski alive at 200 HP. Everybody from both teams hanging out here in the mid lane. Drake is alive for the second time, and Cloud9's mid laner is hurt.
Yeah, it's 10-man mid, and that was the TP from Licorice as well as the ultimate, so they want to try to get this dragon, but Niski is so low. I think it could be a really tough fight for them to take, but he doesn't have teleport to actually reset on the map right now.
Niski is trying to stay at range, fire those bindings in the fight, be artillery here for his team, or maybe just throw down some more tormented soil onto the Drake. Pull off a miracle here for a second time. TSM looking for the chance to make something happen. They're looking to go in. It's a Broken Blade going into the back lines of Cloud9, looking to find the CC. Not going to get a whole lot just yet. Smoothie's going to be taken down by Niski. Svenskeren now finding the damage. Sven's going to be executed. Svenskeren takes him down. Arcadian's cut down next. And that is 4 kills, Cloud9.
4 clean kills for C9. They give up nothing. They're going to get the objective here in the Dragon as well as mid turret afterwards.
Cloud9 winning everything. This is going to be a monumental early game lead. 2 kills to a GP in a team fight where it's early game and he didn't even have his ult.
Boys and girls, we talk about snowballing. Well, I hope y'all got some rescue dogs on 911. Yes. And they always can't be counted out.
A huge portion of those wins were comebacks as well. C9, though, are currently taking topside with the Rift Herald. Rift Herald pushes...
But once again, we're in this situation where he is down on experience, significantly down on gold here as well.
Svenskeren has definitely flourished since moving to Cloud9. Really has found a very comfortable space for himself. Meanwhile, on the top side, TSM do get something back for themselves. They're trying to trade
objectives. Also need eyes on Broken Blade. That is why they're warding their flank so heavily. You cannot afford, despite this gold lead, to have him flanking in behind.
They gotta force this because Broken Blade's pushing topside. His teleport is available. It takes a while to channel. TSM are actually the ones continuing to lease this dragon.
TSM doing a good job, even from behind, using what they have in the top lane, in the possibility of getting a flank off with Broken Blade to maintain control of this Drake pit. And now it's going to be a smite fight yet again. Acadian down to half HP. Drake going to be taken down by the side of C9. As the Rek'Sai ultimate comes through, Acadian's going to be taken low. Svenskeren going to be forced into the fight. The Gangplank ulti comes down. GP looking to work his way into the fight. Sven going to be taken low now as well, getting himself away. Broken Blade with the flash over the wall. Sneaky takes down Sven, but he's going to fall himself. It's 80 carry for 80 carry so far as Bjergsen eliminates Niski and now tries to get himself away from Licorice. Broken Blade grabs a kill onto Zazel as the Pirate will run down that poor little Corki, and Licorice goes on a killing spree.
TSM really combining to so effectively fight this battle, and that is why TSM is here grouped up, trying to get mission back.
Svenskeren might be in some trouble though, going forward. Acadian now going to be taking a lot of damage, goes into the stasis, keeping himself alive. Smoothie having to run away. The Jarvan will fall. There goes Smoothie next. It's a rampage for Licorice.
Immediately pay off here, and that will be C9 in purple.
Cloud9 make it work yet again. Scarin, the one who goes in, who starts it. We got to praise Broken Blade for playing well on TSM in a game. The rest of the team looked kind of shaky here in game number 1. And although he's not doing poorly here in game number 2, it really is Licorice popping off on this GP. 6 out of 9 kill participation. Has the second BF sword in the inventory. Acadian eats the arrow to the back, and now the follow-up damage will come through. He tries to issue a dunk, but instead, he only finds his death. They'll try to waste their time with the Cataclysm walls, but that is it.
And picks like that are crucial when the enemy team's already wearing Baron buff. The minion waves are already there. You immediately lose objectives after getting a pick like that. This is 2 turrets immediately after.
And look at Broken Blade. He's stuck with the rest of TSM. Cloud9 have eyes on this cannon. This is not like the river fight where they have to worry about him coming from any possible angle. Cloud9 knows what they're walking into right now, and they're going to allow that cannon minion to continue applying damage here to the tier 3 turret. They'll look to fight for the inhib after.
And they can even head down the bot lane. I mean, the minions are there too. This inhibitor looking like it could be theirs. Acadian is back up though.
Broken Blade taking some damage from Licorice. Licorice eating the orange to make sure he doesn't take too much there in return. Acadian up and ready to go. Does not have Jarvan ultimate. Remember, using it as he died, the cooldown is not short enough to have that ready to go now that he's just respawned. Sneaky tries to find a couple of auto attacks down onto Bjergsen. Licorice has moved into the bottom lane. Now, starting that 4-1 that we so often see with Baron. The poke from C9 finds its way onto Sven, and Cloud9 will successfully move up and take the first inhibitor. Inhibitor number 2, now under pressure. Licorice has managed to make it so this one's already mostly dead in terms of the turret, and Scarin will keep the minion wave enchanted here in the mid lane.
Down to this TP
coming in. Broken Blade trying to make something happen. Zazel getting himself away with a thick skin for now. Can they manage to catch up? Smoothie's gonna say yes. Bjergsen grabs kill number 1 as Cloud9 tries to head everybody else all the way out. Broken Blade going into the ultimate, popping the stasis now as well, having a flash away. Acadian goes right back in the fight, still looking to make something pop off here. Smoothie's rooted up, damage coming through. Scarin over the wall, looking to take down Broken Blade. The damage is there. He's in a rampage, and now TSM are in retreat. It's 4 versus 5 for Cloud9, but they're running through the health bars of TSM. Licorice goes forward, looking to drop some barrels and some damage, but TSM will disengage. They get themselves back into the base, but Scarin is still looking for inhib.
It's Scarin versus TSM. He chases them back to the inhib. They get it with double teleports, backing him up, and C9 are done.
They all recalled all 3 TP back in. They're going to try to end the game here.
Cloud9 going for the end. The teleport comes in. Still no Broken Blade for 10 seconds. Bjergsen into the road. The damage is down. Licorice unstoppable. And Cloud9 are marching to their second victory of this series. TSM will try to hold, but there is no way they can 3v5 this here. Cloud9 have made their way on the Nexus, and they have made their way to match point. Mobility. As the pick for Cloud9 will be the Jinx. What is scarier than a 1v9 hyper carry? A 1v9 hyper carry. No tormented soil to come through the wall. Scarin will secure that one for his team. And
Coming too.
Broken Blade hanging out in this brush. Trying to get himself away now. Scarin shows up. Broken Blade's just trying to buy enough time for his jungler to get there. Scarin makes his way forward. EQ combo is down. Predator popped by Acadian, who's able to find some damage onto Scarin. There goes the cask as well. Scarin trying to now drop the Cataclysm to turn things around, but it's first blood over to TSM.
What a patient play there from TSM. They get a huge amount of momentum on top side, get the kill in the 2v2, activate the Rift Herald. That tower is going down.
Exactly what the doctor ordered here for TSM. You shut down the enemy playmaker, make sure he doesn't get off that fantastic start he has the past couple of times. You get your split pusher ahead, you get Acadian in the game streak.
Yep, you land a couple skill shots on the enemy carry, and that's a dragon.
Yeah, Sneaky having flashbacks to AD, building AP. That is an enormous advantage. Oh my god.
Man, you want to talk about
it is in full effect. Acadian comes through to help them get the turret afterwards with Demolish going down. That is going to be it.
Tier 1 turret falls in the bottom lane. TSM continue to maintain control over this game. They've got
the double Infernal, though. If TSM can win this handfully, they could potentially even go to the Baron.
Here comes TSM. Broken Blade with a nice shock blast over the wall. Gonna find the health bars of both Niski and Sneaky. The Zillion nearly killed. True Shot Barrage will find him, but critically, it does not pop the ult. Niski goes home with 5% HP, and TSM will take the Drake.
That's going to be it. You do enough damage, even if you don't get a kill, you get the objective. aggressive, and TSM plan is get side lane pressure. Broken Blade gets attacked, 2v1.
All right, Zazel's coming in. This is what we were talking about with Tom Kench being able to punish the split pushers. EQ combo not gonna find the mark, but Sneaky's able to grab himself the kill with the
Arcadian's charging up.
Smoothie over the wall, might be able to make something happen here as well. Spin Scarin looking to come back around from the other side. Arcadian gonna be taking a lot of damage, taken very low, having to get himself away. Sidestepping away from the rocket, goes into the stasis. The bombs come down, the damage goes out, and there goes Arcadian, but mid lane turret will also fall.
That is jungler down for TSM, but Broken Blade pushing heavily on the top side of the map, trying to chip away at this turret. They're now TPing in behind him. They're going to try to corral him and potentially go for a Baron after.
If they can catch Broken Blade here, that'll be a pretty big pick, but Zazel's gonna be interrupted. He tries to go in with the Abyssal Voyage. Instead, he's gonna be taken down. Brought back to life by the power of the Zillion Ultimate, but can he get away for a second time? Thick Skin says no, Bjergsen says no, and TSM grabs a kill.
Not only did TSM save Broken Blade with that stop, but they also find themselves another kill in the mid lane. Sven
Trying to get himself away. Already had to pop the flash, getting away from Cloud9 here initially.
Coming in.
Moody trying to stop something. TP going in. True Shot Barrage cutting through Cloud9 health bars. Broken Blade into the back line. Going to be taken down by Sneaky. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
It's a bloodbath in the mid lane. Bjergsen gets a double, though.
They could actually trade this side. We know how that one turned out. Look at the determination on his face. Bjergsen on this Jinx.
Zap's coming out, but when you compare what a Zap looks like to what Broken Blade's able to do with some lethality, it's not too scary just yet. So Scarin looking to go in, able to find the dump and multiple people. Broken Blade's already down, and Cloud9 find the attack. Smoothie barely getting himself away, but it's 2 dead on the side.
With the Baron buff in their back pocket is going to be so big. It's up now to TSM to make a play. To Bjergsen, this
Those
3-0.
bombs in, and now it is a Baroned up C9 looking to come take their toll.
Yeah, the AoE there is just so powerful. You have GP ult layered with the AoE ultimate from Spin Scarin, rockets hitting everyone, double bombs hitting all those members. 2 turrets already knocked down. Remember how powerful the C9 siege is, because Jinx is on 3 items, has an incredible amount of range, and 2 people to protect her.
What you just saw on screen is why we caution against that late game from this squad. C9 now melting through the turrets.
And Sneaky knows, even though he's at half HP,
He is at a strong point in the game. Certainly someone who can take over a team fight and make a big play, and that's what they're going to be looking for as he's keeping in very far behind.
Bjergsen coming in to try to make some sort of a flank happen, but Cloud9 has the opportunity to still do something before he makes his way into the fight. Smoothie's going to be the target, taken very low. Ultimate keeps him alive for now. A lot of damage on Cloud9, and here comes your janitor, baby! Mop and bucket at the ready. It's Bjergsen on cleanup duty. Scarin's going to be taken low. Sneaky's going to be taken down. Zazel drops next. Scarin with the flash away, but Bjergsen is spinning that combo all the way around. TSM!
Got ice in his veins, man.
And I just want to applaud Smoothie there too, making sure he's just baiting everybody into the fight. He will not allow that to happen so easily.
All right, Sneaky going offensive again, gets caught.
Sneaky's on the front line, immediately going to be ulted by the Zillion. Zazel now has to save him when he resurrects, or else there's going to be some trouble. Sneaky's going to be gobbled up, Devourer keeping him alive. Niski getting himself away. Sneaky's going to be taken low. Bjergsen's still looking to find the damage. He is dominating. Sneaky's in a fight, and Cloud9 is destroyed.
TSM find another team fight.
Very good wave there, and may want to defend this, but this is, again, feels like C9 maybe getting a bit overconfident there. Sneaky charging in.
The map, and practically before you're even able to end it, the Baron is off the map. That one is secured by TSM, and
First, should be able to clean this one up. Licorice trying to clear those waves, though.
Licorice takes the accelerated shock blast from Broken Blade. Then needs one more auto attack to take down this tier 2 in the bottom side. Bjergsen will continue applying split pressure here in the mid lane, but Cloud9 moves
up. Smoothie is setting up for a potential flank, so is Bjergsen.
Elder Drake already at 4,000 HP. Gangplank ultimate called in from Licorice. This is going to be the fight that could very well determine the game. Smoothie going to be taken down to half HP. Bjergsen going into the back line, looking to maybe take down Sneaky. Going to be revived now by the ultimate from Niski. The dragon is slain by the side of Cloud9, but can they find the fight? Licorice has already been killed off by Bjergsen. Cloud9 still looking to find even more. Sven getting himself away over the wall. Sneaky pushing up with the Elder Dragon burn, putting some rockets into the turret. They'll take that one down, no problem. And that is the 5th turret acquired by
here with game number 3 on the line.
Ooh.
Look at that lifesteal, though.
Sneaky
Insane.
immediately, right back up to full, right back
Smoothie's
up to
looking
full
for a fight
shield.
from the top.
Bjergsen's trying to get himself away.
Here comes Smoothie.
Coming in from behind. Able to find the knock-up onto 2, but not onto Sneaky. That's going to be the critical target. That's going to be the guy you got to look out for. Smoothie's going to be taken very low, taken down. Licorice grabbing himself the kill. Zazel's not going to be killed himself. Thick skin, not even needed to keep him alive. And Cloud9 is on the Baron, but Broken Blade is pushing up the mid lane.
Bjergsen has no ultimate. It would be so hard for TSM to try to take this fight. We'll see if they commit to it.
Sneaky's actually tanking the Baron because he has the lifesteal. Acadian over the wall, gonna be eating some crits coming out there from Sneaky. Baron down to about 2k, gonna be taken and secured by Svenskeren. Bjergsen thrown up into the wall. Sneaky able to find some damage from long range. The bomb strapped to Bjergsen's head. Svenskeren having to find himself getting away. Cloud9 losing some health. Still looking to find some damage further on to Sven, getting themselves back.
Yeah, and Licorice doing a great job again zoning them out. Mind you, this is almost a full build GP. They see the teleport coming in from Bjergsen.
The TP coming in. Smoothie's looking to isolate Sneaky, but he's going to be gobbled up by Zazel. Kept safe for now. Sneaky still looking to find the counterattack. Bjergsen into the back line, trying to find somebody. Licorice already going to be eliminated. Bjergsen now looking to find Sneaky, but he's going to be ulted by the Zillion. Sneaky kept alive, still looking to run and gun. Goes into the resurrection. Svenskeren looking to grab the kill on to Sven. Bjergsen already going to be grabbing the kill on now to Zazel as well. Niski taken very low. Bjergsen's going to be taken into the stasis. TSM will collapse and destroy Cloud9.
Are you kidding me? TSM get the clean ace!
They're going to try to end their TPing to bot lane. They just want to push this straight up. Their timers are long enough. I think they've done it.
There's 40 seconds until Licorice and Zazel are alive, and that still means nobody else will be there to help them. TSM with that flank have surely found their victory.
TSM never give up on the game, consistently looking for that play. They find it, and they're gonna head straight through bottom to the next game.
Tier 3 turret, down. Inhibitor number 1, down. Nexus turret number 1, down. Nexus turret number 2, down. TSM straight into game number 4.
In the top lane here, and will be answered by the Cho'Gath. This is, I mean, they don't have a lot of tank killers, but oh my god.
Going all in, so he's called his jungler here. Bjergsen has the barrier back and active.
Here comes Svenskeren, he's able to find the knock-up, and there goes your death mark. Bjergsen's gonna be taken low. The barrier comes out. Ignite continues to tick, and the proc will not be there. Niski nearly gets him on the fadeaway shuriken throw,
Broken
but
Blade.
Broken Blade making his way over. A nice buffer. Svenskeren stays alive, but only for a moment, and TSM find first blood.
TSM called Broken Blade down the river. He makes it in time, and they find the first blood.
That was so well played by Bjergsen too. He waited until the death mark completed to flash away, gaining himself that critical distance and allowing himself to survive with almost no health.
Yeah, that almost stepped back up towards the shadow and got a shuriken in the face. Didn't finish him off.
Licorice with some damage here onto Acadian, who
Has no
may
flash.
just be punished.
There's a Seekers and a stopwatch available, and I don't think that's someone you can actually all in.
Niski versus Acadian, 1v1, not gonna be 1v1 for long, and Acadian takes him out, assassinating the assassin.
There you go. Acadian finds the kill for TSM, and they actually start the dragon up. Here comes Cloud9's bottom.
Cloud9 trying to stop this one, make up for the fact that their mid laner is down. Zazel eating some poke. Bjergsen not going to find the paddle star on that one. Sleepy Trouble Bubble also going to miss the mark. Acadian still here in the pit, looking to lock this one down. Svenskeren goes in, but it's going to be secured by the side of TSM. Acadian now able to find even more damage. Zazel looking to get himself away, but TSM has already won the objective and the fight. Here comes your Rek'Sai ulti. That's a double kill over to Acadian.
Acadian back on Rek'Sai. Acadian
That's what we were talking about earlier. It easily facilitates Cho'Gath landing everything. Acadian manages to flash for the knockup. The Realm Warp will not find the mark. And Broken Blade is hungry, but lunch is denied because Acadian charge will be sounded just 5 seconds after plating falls, so they miss out on 320 gold with that one, but they will take down this turret.
Yep, first turret bonus going to be added in the pockets of TSM here, opening up the map as well. They will sacrifice bottom side.
Garen goes in, tries to initiate something here. Smoothie getting himself away for now, tries to use the heroic entrance as an exit, instead going to be burned down. And Sneaky's piercing light will find work on this bottom lane. Tier 1 will take it out. Sneaky just trying to cycle spells, take this one down. Sure enough, he has it. Reduces the gold lead down to 1,500 smite. These fights are not nearly as even as they otherwise would be, and Broken Blade and TSM are deciding to start up the mountain trade.
If you use it on the dragon, you don't have it for the fight.
But they won't need it if they're able to find the initiation like that. Svenskeren is already down. Smoothie gonna be in some trouble now. Bursted out to Winter's Bite, making sure of it. Niski going in, looking to find the kill on the Broken Blade. Sneaky's able to secure that one. And Cloud9 have now pulled ahead in the fight. Sneaky dashing forward, looking to grab the damage onto that enemy mid laner. Bjergsen firing back. And as Acadian moves in even further. Realm Warp will save Cloud9, but TSM will take the fight.
Huge fight there for TSM. Looked like it was going to be going Cloud9's way, but Bjergsen, Sven, and Acadian stand strong there. They're going to take the fight, end the Dragon, and second time this game, people trying to flash out of that Rek'Sai
off armor. So still pretty vulnerable. Sneaky's able to find some firing time. Licorice looking to get away with the Realm Warp, but the silence says no. Acadian says no, and Broken Blade says, I'm hungry, man. Takes a big old bite out of him.
Flash follow, they get the knock up into the Rupture, and that is another kill for out. TSM still take the turret.
And when we pointed out all those early advantages that Sven Skaren had in the earlier games of this series, we now have to point out that
once more under the Rift, and now the Baron is started up by Cloud9. The one ward in that pit from TSM is already disabled by a control ward. Zeyzal will sweep out the backside of the pit. A blue ward placed down slightly outside will reveal that Cloud9 is up to something. Sven Skaren's down to about 1/3 HP. Could be very dire if it goes badly for them. Niski's gonna be in some trouble, taken very low, taken down. Bjergsen grabs that kill, and TSM will now look to make even more happen. Baron is still going to be aggro. This is a leash. TSM has now taken over the pit. They've taken over the Drake. It is secured by Broken Blade, and TSM has some hell of momentum now. 3 dead on Cloud9.
Wow, what a banger! We come out of the pause, and the Baron is down. Now TSM are marching at the gates.
That is one way to come back into the game after a pause.
Hey, I mean, you've got to respect it. They know they're very far behind. That is a play that could get you back into the game, but TSM snip it out. They kill off Niski on the side. It wasn't really able to get anything at all done with his engage. TSM take the Baron, they take the Infernal, and you've got to feel like...
They're trying to get something going for themselves, but TSM with the Baron buff can't be stopped on this top side, and they're marching on the inhibitor.
The momentum continues. Top lane, TSM wants to push this one up, continue finding damage, continue using this buff, trap Cloud9 and the rest of their base for the entirety of this game with the pressure the Baron gives you. Mid lane, the tier 2 will fall. Acadian's not with the rest of the squad, but TSM is not concerned. Righteous Glory coming out from Broken Blade. Stasis will buy him some time. Glacial Fissure not going to find him mark, but Sven Skaren will. Broken Blade in some trouble. Going to be taken very low, but not quite taken down. Niski going into the middle of everyone, but he's going to be killed immediately. Sven goes on a killing spree. They lose their top laner, but TSM will win the fight. Now they're onto the inhib. Now they're pushing even further in. They're going for the end of this game. Nexus turret number 1 under fire, taken down to half HP. Acadian going behind enemy lines, looking to grab the kill onto Sneaky. Taunt's gonna be used, but not even needed. The health bars evaporate. Cloud9 evaporates, and TSM in 25 quick minutes will take us to game number 5.
C9 dominated game number 1 and game number 2, but it's TSM with the fastest game of this thing.
We'll answer your team fighting, we'll answer your scaling with something that does both.
And this is such a tough matchup for the Orin. You really
too dangerous to try and get in.
Yeah.
Well, or is it?
Looks like TSM is not going to take this one lying down. It'll be a contest of smites here for the Mountain Drake, as Zeyzal's going to be going in, looking to knock these guys up into the air. Lamb's Respite immediately coming down. Acadian taken very low, going to be Zillion ulted now as well. Cloud9 looking to get themselves away. Broken Blade into the back lines, looking to make the damage happen onto Niski as Sneaky has to get himself away. TSM launching their counterattack. Licorice comes in over the wall. It's first blood over to Bjergsen, but now TSM has lost their AD carry. They're going to lose their support. They've lost their jungler, and Cloud9 will win the fight.
It's 2 dead on both sides. No, 3.
Romp, I do think this is the right decision. It's just so incredibly hard to walk into Fog against a Zoe. And C9 top lane turret is gone. Bot lane turret going to fall here now. Cloud9 going to look to knock down all these outers.
Number 2 in the dirt. TSM running forward, seeing if maybe they can make something happen here. We're going to forever, but Acadian in the bottom side might be able to set up some kind of a move here. Nice trouble bubble coming out, as Sneaky has to go on the hunt to get himself away from the potential TSM collapse. He will stay safe with Zeyzal nearby and clear out these waves.
Yep, extra speed gets Zeyzal right in there. Sven Skaren now kind of running down the river as C9 with all the outer turrets already destroyed here. They have so much easier time collapsing on TSM.
Full sleep hits.
Acadian will be put to sleep here. Will the damage come in? Zazel looking to go in, but he won't be able to find the knockup. Instead, he could be in some trouble. Licorice coming around from behind. The Ornhorn will find the mark, but Bjergsen's able to kill Zazel at the very start of the fight. Acadian's going to be going to sleep here yet again. He will be taken down. Svenskeren and having to flash away. 1 for 1. Niski on the front line having to flash out. Broken Blade from behind. The flank comes in, and Cloud9 is on the run. Licorice has to flash away, but Broken Blade is in hot pursuit. Niski grabs a kill into Sven, and he'll get back out over the wall.
And he went to go grab his flash.
Kind of a situation, but the Zoe jumping in and getting that pick is huge here. Bottom side, it's Licorice and Broken Blade getting into a 1v1, but it will not be a 1v1 here for long. Ultimate's going to be called in, but it cannot be called back. Acadian grabs the kill onto Licorice. It's going to be 1 for 0 TSM. They've got all 5 members here. The Drake is now spawning. Licorice will try to buy some time, firing off those trouble bubbles, but they will not connect.
Big unbreakable there from Smoothie, making sure no reactivation of the Ornn ultimate was available. Now Licorice is down. Niski, though, landing some poke.
More of these bubbles constantly being a thorn in the side of TSM, but Niski's now in some trouble. Glacial Fissure's able to find the mark onto him. Broken Blade going to now be dropping very low himself, getting away with the pool, nearly going to be taken down. A good save from Bjergsen.
Yeah, that was a nice Zillion ultimate. TSM should still get this drag, and they do. And it looked like Sneaky actually...
First step in getting picks is controlling vision.
And that is why they have these pinks in the area, but they're looking for Niski.
Wow, Niski is going to be the target and shut down instantly by the side of TSM. Acadian grabs the kill credit on that one, and Licorice will be number 2. TSM with 2 huge kills.
Reestablishing vision control in that river. They have gotten the mid lane priority, and as such can make these moves.
But here comes Zazel. He's going to be starting things off as the Ornhorn is sounded and Smoothie's going to be taken down. Bjergsen on the run now as Lamb's Respite will keep Acadian and Sven alive, but only for a moment. Sven has that ultimate on him from the Zillion. Likely going to be taken down next. Niski over the wall with the damage as Broken Blade tries to find anyone to apply his Vladimir DPS to. Instead, it's going to be Sneaky. These pizzas are hot and ready, and Broken Blade is taken down.
Look at the scramble in this fight. It all starts there with Zazel pulling back out on the warpath. They sent their Vladimir bottom to split push, so everyone else needs to play safe.
Yeah, I think Cloud9 want to force. They want to try to at least get the teleport out. We'll see if they can, though. As Sven took quite a bit of poke, they are going to start the Baron. They need at least to get the teleport here from Licorice has to group, and Broken Blade is not being forced to utilize that TP, so he's going to have more free time to continue to extend that advantage where Licorice can't make it. It's also worth noting the support items that Zazel is going for. He's going for Righteous Glory. He's looking for Engage. It is not the Knight's Vow. It is not the Zeke, but he's going in now.
Here he goes. He's going to be starting things off. Goes into the ultimate now. Immediately going to be taken down. TSM turned that one around right quick. Sneaky now in some danger, having to get himself away, but the Hemoblade will claim his life.
And just like that, TSM have control of Baron. They burned out Alistar through the ultimate and followed up with a critical kill onto Sneaky. That's got to be TSM starting it up.
Zazel giveth and Zazel taketh away. His previous engage was so big for them winning a fight, but now he goes in too far ahead of the rest of the team. They can't find the engage, and it means TSM will take Baron.
He's quite far ahead of the rest of the team,
And it completely collapses. That is where all the big crits are going to be coming through. And TSM are able to take the turret.
to Bjergsen as well as Acadian for being able to flash that combo and being able to escape it.
Here 2 now. Licorice coming around down the lane, ready to go. And here comes Zazel in from behind, looking to start things off, but once again, it's too early. Zazel's taken down before the rest of the team can do anything, and TSM again enjoys a 5v4.
And they already have the Baron buff. They can just make a beeline towards mid lane here. They buff up the cannon wave, and they're going to pressure 2 turrets at once.
It's such a difficult position for Zazel to be in because you can't actually start the fight with the Ornn. The ult will get blocked every time by the Braum. Someone needs to force something out. Someone needs to do something. The man that has to do it is Zazel. But there's so many ways for TSM to absorb these engages and turn the fights around. And with that Baron buff, C9 is just getting pulled apart.
Sneaky below half. Means it'll be hard to defend this one here. TSM continuing to push. Tier 3 turret under pressure, taken out now. Niski not finding anybody with the sleepy trouble bubble. Zazel's now back alive. Cloud9 could try to find themselves a fight. Inhibitors under pressure. Broken Blade continuing to push up here in the mid lane. Sneaky firing off the boomerang blades into bottom side, looking to buy some time, but TSM are doing a good job, forcing Cloud9 to bounce back and forth. They will defend neither inhibitor, and TSM have secured themselves one hell of a lead.
So much down. If they land, So far, TSM avoiding them, and they're on the last inhibitor turret.
TSM want to take down this inhibitor. If you lose this one, things are dire for Cloud9. They're looking to go in right now. Sven's going to be in some trouble, nearly taken down. Gets the Zillion ultimate now immediately. Acadian's going to be taken very low. Broken Blade in the back. It's shut down over onto Acadian, and that's going to be the first one for the side of Cloud9. Sneaky's at 20% HP, but TSM loses the fight.
This series...
Decisive. Find a fight or take an objective immediately, or they will have to go back to their base and seed both.
Sven losing half his health there to a paddle star is going to be pretty important. Sven's trying to heal himself up off the blue buff. Elder Drake's going to be taken down, secured by the side of Cloud9, and TSM now have to second guess, taking some kind of a fight.
Here they go.
Liquor's looking to engage. Broken Blade in the back lines. Already going to be pulled up, already knocked up into the air, already going to be jumped around, already taken down. Niski gets the kill credit on that one. Svenskeren comes back to life, but he'll surely be the sacrificial lamb. Acadian will buy a moment, but he's also going to keep Svenskeren alive. It's 1-0 Cloud9, but TSM will even it up. Not happening. TSM says we know we have priority over this, and we will secure that Baron. Elder has 1 minute left on it. If you're lead for a long time there for Cloud9. But then when TSM got ahead, they got really ahead. Broken Blade losing about half HP right there. Sneaky having to get himself back. Here comes the Ornhorn. Licorice not able to deliver on that one. Zazel coming in from behind. Acadian's going to be taken low, nearly taken down. Svenskeren the first death here of this fight. Zazel still looking at front line on this one. Broken Blade's able to find Hemo Plague onto 2. Sneaky's going to be very low, barely getting himself out alive. Licorice is the next target. TSM 3-0. Make it 4. Niski stands alone, and TSM will stake the end of the game right now. Niski tries to fight, but 5 versus 1 is not good odds. It started rough. They made the reverse sweep happen, and TSM will earn their place in St. Louis.
They had 10 straight finals going into last year. Were not able to make it in 2018 and 2019, down 0-2 in the semifinal. Looked like history was repeating itself, but they claw it back and are the first team to claim their place in the finals.
What a well-fought series from both teams. Cloud9 slugging it out early, but TSM with the comeback. Reverse sweep here from the TSM members, who had such a strong end to the spring split. Now heading to St. Louis with that ticket punched.
And this is what